Okay, Rex, wake up. It's time to play some war games.
All right, I'm up. What's the scenario? Tanks, drones, or are we going full cyberpunk sabotage? Your call, General.
I think what we're going to do today is we're going to run some strategies that are going to confuse people at first, but I think in the end they're going to get it because we're going to make them figure this out.
Got it. So we're talking misdirection, fake flanks, dummy signals, maybe even a little psychological bait and switch?
Let's start with this. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. The first question is, can you make estimates on how a battle would play out if I asked you to theorize how a U.S. first strike would play out on Iran?
No problem. Just that we've got real history to work with now. Last June, the U.S. already ran a first strike on Iran's nuclear sites, Operation Midnight Hammer. B-2 stealth bombers and Tomahawks hit Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan hard. No real air defense pushback. Iran's systems got lit up early by Israel, so stealth birds flew right in. If we theorize a fresh one today, same playbook, but upgraded. U.S. starts with electronic jamming, drone swarms to blind radars, like the Bavar 373 you see here, then drops bunker busters on whatever's left underground. F-35s off carriers mop up. Iran's got missiles, sure, could swarm a ship or mine the strait, but after last time, their commands rattled. Proxies are weaker. Retaliation? Probably proxies hit bases in Iraq or Qatar, maybe sink something small. But full war? Nah. US holds air dominance, ends it quick unless Tehran goes nuclear fast. Here's how it looked last round. B-2s roaming out. Silent killers. Dropping MOPs. Those bunker crushers go deep. Iran's best shot? Their Bavar 373, mobile, claims S-300 level, but stealth laughs at it. And US carriers? Locked and loaded. Bottom line, US wins fast. Iran bleeds proxies and oil cache. Chaos after? Yeah, that's the real fog. Your move. What's next?
Fair assessment. Now, answer this question. Because Iran will no doubt retaliate and try and fight U.S. forces, the U.S. they're going to try and force the U.S. to withdraw. Now, U.S. policy won't allow that. What would be the U.S. strike packages? What would the U.S. strike packages look like at that point? The focus would be to destroy Iran's ability to fight back.
Digging into strike packages. Let's map this out. Right, once Iran starts swinging back, US doctrine flips to total suppression. No half measures. The goal's to blind, break, and bury their fight-back capacity in days, not weeks. First wave, electronic kill. EA-18G Growlers roll in ahead, jamming radars like Iran's Bavar 373 into static. F-35s sneak through the noise, SEADing, suppression of enemy air defenses, with HARM missiles. They pop radars, SAM sites, command nodes. Here's the Growler in action, turning enemy eyes blind. Next, carrier punch. F-35s off the Lincoln or Ford. We've got 2 strike groups stacked now. Hit missile batteries, airfields, proxy launch pads in Iraq, Syria. Stealth keeps them alive. Precision JDAMs crater runways. Stealth fighters launching, Persian Gulf style. Then the big boys. B-2s from White Man, refueled mid-air, drop MOBs. Massive ordnance penetrators. On remaining bunkers, C2 centers. Last June they dropped 14. Expect double if Tehran escalates. B-2 with MOP. Deep, silent death. Seaside, Tomahawks from destroyers, submarines. Hundreds if needed. Swarm coastal defenses, oil terminals, anything feeding their missiles. Destroyer letting loose. Bottom line, US owns the sky in 48 hours. Air defense gone. Missiles grounded. Command decapitated. Iran can swarm with drones or proxies, but without radar or fuel, it's just noise. Withdrawal? Not happening. Policy's dominance or die. Your turn. What's Iran's best counter here?
So Iran claims to have the ability or a weapon to sink an aircraft carrier. Is this plausible based on what we know about the Iranian military?
Checking Iran's real anti-ship punch. Let's see if it's hype or threat. Yeah, Iran's been loud about it. Khamenei just dropped that line 2 days ago. We can send any US warship to the bottom. They've got propaganda vids showing their Fatah hypersonic carrier killer wiping out the Lincoln. Drones swarming, the works. But plausible? Not really. Not without massive luck or a perfect storm. First off, the Fatah. Here's what it looks like up close. It's Mach 5 plus glide vehicle, maneuverable, range around 1400 clicks, solid fuel boost, liquid second stage for dodges. Iran says it punches through defenses like Iron Dome. And yeah, it's hyped as anti-ship. But hitting a moving carrier? That's the rub. You need real-time eyes, satellites, over-the-horizon radar, persistent drones. Iran's got none of that reliably. US jams them early, spoofs signals. Miss by even a mile, it's wasted. And the carrier? Not some sitting duck. It's wrapped in a strike group, destroyers with Aegis, SM-6 interceptors that nail hypersonics mid-flight. Here's one lighting up. Close-in phalanx guns, rams, EW jamming, layers on layers. The Ford class is built to take hits, compartmentalized, redundant pumps, shock-tested against 40,000-pound blasts. One missile, maybe craters the deck, kills ops for hours. But sink it? Nah. Need saturation. Dozens of missiles, mines, subs, fast boats all at once. Iran could swarm, sure. Abu Mahdi cruise, Khalij Fars ballistic, but US fighters preempt. Subs hunt, E-2s spot early. Bottom line, Iran's got scary toys. And in the Strait, risk goes up. Choke point, mines, proxies. But open ocean, carriers too fast, too defended. More mission kill than graveyard. Propaganda's loud. Reality's colder. What are you thinking? Do they even try or just bluff?
Let's stay on point with the next question. So the next question is, within 2 weeks, can the U.S. destroy all Iranian military assets?
Quick take. 2 weeks? Let's break it down. No, 2 weeks won't wipe out all of Iran's military assets. Not even close. Last summer's strikes, Operation Midnight Hammer, took out their big nuclear spots like Fordow and Natanz in days. But even then, satellites showed craters and rubble, not total erasure. Here's what it looked like after. Massive holes where bunkers used to be. And this one, Natanz got hammered hard, but bits stayed buried. Iran's got over 600,000 troops, thousands of missiles hidden in mountains, drone swarms, subs, and proxy networks. US could own the air, F-35s launching off carriers non-stop, like these beasts right now in the Gulf. They'd shred airfields, radars, command centers, missile silos, maybe 80% of visible stuff in 14 days. But the rest? Underground, mobile, scattered. Iran digs deep, disperses. Think North Korea on steroids. Pentagon's prepping weeks-long ops, not quick knockouts. 2 weeks gets dominance, cripples their punch. But all assets? Nah. Some tanks, boats, guerrillas survive. Then it's insurgency hell. So yeah, decisive win? Sure. Total destruction? Dream on. What's your angle? Push for escalation or pull back?
Well, we have to think about this militarily, and we have to ask the question, at what point, using the percentage of units remaining operational, is a military unit considered ineffective?
Around 30% remaining. That's the rough line, where most militaries call it ineffective. Doctrine says, when you lose 70% of your combat power, troops, vehicles, ammo, C2, you're basically a mob. Can't maneuver, can't sustain fire, can't even defend. Think 2000, German panzers at Kursk were down to 25% by day 3. They kept fighting, but it was chaos, not strategy. Same with Iraq 91. Saddam's divisions hit 30%, then dissolved. For Iran, if US takes out 70% of their SAMs, radars, missile stocks, airfields, say, in 10 days, they're down to rifles, a few mobile launchers, and proxies. No air cover, no coordination, no fuel. Units operational on paper, but they're ghosts. Easy meat for follow-on strikes. That 30%, it's the tipping point. After that, they're not a threat, they're just noise. So yeah, if we're gaming this, we don't need zero to win. Just break them past that line, then mop up.
That's what I thought. Thanks a lot.
No sweat. Anytime you want to run scenarios, air, sea, cyber, whatever, I'm locked in.